Hi, I'm Dr. James Dottin, Professor of Business at Middlesex Community College at the Lowell City Campus in Lowell, Massachusetts. Today we will have the great opportunity to view student scholars' research work. Why don't we take this time to sit back and relax and see what they have presented from a term of research that they have gathered. Thank you.
All right, good afternoon. My name is Matthew Farron, and today we're going to talk about the benefits of the global positioning system. First, we're going to briefly talk about the early days of navigation and how they got from place to place. Definitely winging it. The simplest form is to stay near the coast, ride it until you get where you think you are, and talk to people and see if you really are where you were. The sun, moon, stars, and the way the wind blew were all used at one point to tell direction and used as reference points for returning trips. However, that posed a problem on stormy days, cloudy or foggy nights, where the sun, moon, and stars weren't that visible and the wind was erratic. Other rudimentary methods include sense of smell. You could read that you could smell land. Never knew. As well as the pattern in which birds flew. Ship captains, if they saw birds coming down and catching fish, that bird obviously has to find a place to go and eat the fish. So they would see which way the birds were flying because they knew where the land was better than the people did. So that was one way. The invention of the astrolabe. Still here. The invention of the astrolabe, while practical on land for surveying, figuring longitudes, and predicting time, it was not useful on board a ship. It needed to be very steady in order for it to operate. Who invented GPS? Dr. Ivan Getting is the inventor of what today we know as the global positioning system. The spark that initially got the ball rolling was a need for the U.S. Air Force for a newly designed intercontinental ballistic missile, while Getting was head of the engineering and research department at Raytheon Corporation. This was considered to be the most advanced form of navigation and technology that the world had ever seen. Therefore, working on this request was where the essential parts of the global positioning system were developed. Today, GPS is made up of 24 satellites, the last of which being launched in the early 90s. Applications of GPS. Today, many car manufacturers have installed GPS systems in cars, and if not, we can go to our local electronics store and pick up a mobile GPS system for ourselves. There's no doubt GPS has made an impact on the driving world, but what about other purposes? Safety, especially. Cell phones have GPS, which has been proven to be useful in locating people in distress, especially in natural disasters like Hurricane Katrina, and also by missing persons cases, if someone was abducted or taken from their home or lost, and also lost in the woods, hikers, people on their ATVs. You can attach a GPS to pretty much anything, so they could find you in your cell phone, or if you had a GPS, even on your quad or your snowmobile. In the workplace, in the past, employees were often allowed to run small errands of personal nature while on the job. That wasn't uncommon. However, with gas prices rising and vehicle costs also climbing, more and more businesses are installing GPS systems in company vehicles. But that's not so you know where you're going, so that they know where you're going. This is to ensure that you are, first of all, doing the work assigned to you, as well as making sure the money they're spending is being spent wisely. This also includes company cell phones and laptops. From a recreational standpoint, we talked about the vehicles already, but what about boats? they're a different story. Most view them as recreational, or snorkeling, or pull your tube, but some is a source of income. And today, many boats have GPS systems installed in them for safety. The ocean's a big area with great danger, so the accuracy delivered through GPS is useful in case of emergencies. For dangerous situations, GPS monitoring in the form of ankle bracelets keeps potentially dangerous people away from us and children in the area. If they're on house arrest, they can't leave, or they can only go to supermarkets or certain areas that's decided by the courts, but at least they're always known where they are. And for pets, if a pet is lost or stolen, GPS chips are available that can be implanted inside your dog, cat, or wherever else you have. Some negatives though. For many years, maps led the world in navigation. However, today, the skill of reading a map is being lost to reliance on computers for our navigational needs. Things that are electronic eventually break or need replacement of parts, or altogether to be replaced. Should we have a map handy in case our GPS does break, we might not be able to read it. The more we rely on technology, so do younger generations. And the skill of reading a map will eventually fade away. Personally, I don't even know how to read a map, and I was a Boy Scout. Just a couple fun facts. You can put a GPS on anything, like I said before. GPS has been used to prove that Mount Everest is getting taller. Did not know. Only device that can tell your exact location, anytime, any place.